Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, a few minutes early, but just hang out with us. If you're catching this on the replay, just thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff everybody does. Sit back, relax, wait a few minutes. We'll let people get going in here. I am a little early tonight, sitting here working on some things, so. Take you along with me on my journey. I've been working on stuff, but I haven't been doing very good. Getting anything done. You know, have you ever woke up in the morning and realized, man, I'm just a slacker. Slacker, slacker, slacker. Slacker, slacker, slacker. Put that over there. Can't remember where I put everything on my desktop. That's the crazy thing, right? I try to be organized on my desktop, but that doesn't seem to work too well for me, you know. And I don't remember where I put stuff. And I got videos I need to finish, but I don't ever seem to finish them. We appreciate everybody coming in, shouting out, say hello, don't be shy. My house is your house. Don't be shy. Uh-oh, somebody's beeping their horn at us. I'm trying to find some videos or some stuff I downloaded, but I don't know what I did with it. Man, I tell you what. And I got to do some other, I'm trying to be all that I can be. I am, I promise. I know I'm not doing very damn well at it, but I'm trying. But I thought I had a new folder out. I thought I started a new folder. I got a bunch of video clips of my doggy. We got 20,000 people watching, 30,000, 40,000. Hey, we appreciate you guys all here. We love y'all. Gamers in the house, how are ya? Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way, as you came in. What are you expecting out of this live stream today, my friend? You're from Bangladesh. Outstanding. Outstanding. We are from the United States, if you haven't figured that part out with the way I look. The title of our channel. Christian said hi. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in and being here and all that good stuff. There we are. You guys remember to give us a thumbs up. September is almost over, if you didn't know. October is right around the corner, apparently, is what my wife tells me. It's right around. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget the thumbs up now. Nothing wrong. Doesn't cost you anything. Only takes a brief second to give us a thumbs up. So, but YouTube likes it. YouTube will think I'm a wonderful human being if you do that for me. So thank you for that. Thank you for the chats, by the way. You got any questions about America? Got any questions? You want me to help you or give you advice about your world, what you're doing? I'm happy to do it. Happy to do it. I can answer anything. This channel is all about you. What would you like? You tell me, what can we do for you? That's the key. I can't believe I don't know where I put some videos. I got some videos of my dog that I want to work on, but I can't find them because I don't know what folder I put them in. We hope you guys are doing great in your part of the world. From Bangladesh. Christian, where are you from? You're probably not from Bangladesh, are you? Oh, man, I can't believe it. I don't know where my doggy pictures are. That's all right. That's all right. Sometimes you just don't know what's going on in your own world, right? And that sometimes that's kind of the way I live. I don't know what's going on in my own world. But I do have them saved on another folder or something. An SD card? No. There we go. Oh, maybe I didn't save them into a particular folder. Maybe I was just deleting all the clips I didn't want in the existing folder. All right. See, sometimes you got to be smarter than the computer, folks. Sometimes you got to be smarter than yourself, is what it is. Which, in my world, is not that difficult. By the way, if you didn't know, it's about 68 Fahrenheit, 8 p.m. in my part of the world. It's a Monday night. It's a beautiful night. It's been a beautiful day. Let me see. You're from Honduras. Honduras. Have we been to Honduras? Let me think. Honduras. Yeah, I think I was in Honduras. Yeah, I think. I think I've been to Honduras.
Hey, John Hamm, you still coming to my dog's birthday party? I have.
Yep, I think I've been to Honduras. I think we went on a cruise, and one of the ports of call was Honduras. If I remember right, yeah. So I think we've been there. I don't remember what we did. We may have just hung out at a beach or went driving around the city. You know, I really can't remember what we did in Honduras. We go to a lot of cruises. We go to a lot of different places. And sometimes it's hard to keep track of what I did and which part. It's a Spanish country, yes. Yes. We went there on a cruise with many other places we went. So we enjoyed it. I don't have any bad memories of it. We did. I don't think we went on the mainland. I think there's an island right off of the main country where all the cruise ships kind of go. I think that's where it seemed like an island or landmass just off of the mainland. Okay. I'm looking for some videos. That's good food? Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. We can't think of a place that we've ever been, like country or region, that hasn't had good food of one kind or another. I mean, we like everything. We like Indian food, Pakistani food, Thai food, Korean food, Dutch food, German food. We like it all. So we do. We like it all. What we like most particularly about a lot of places is their food is a lot fresher than we get here in the United States. So it's a gigantic plus because you feel like you're eating better ingredients, better quality food, even if it's just normal food for you guys. If it's all fresh ingredients, tomatoes and lettuce and things of that nature, the onions fresher, the fruits are fresher, tastes better. Not all people like that. Well, who cares what other people like, right? The key is not to care what other people like. You just make yourself happy, do your own thing. If you like it, then be happy. every region, every country has good and bad food in it. It just does. I will say that my particular favorite genre of food would probably be Japanese food. I think it's fresh, clean, and beautiful looking. So I really like Japanese food, but we like Spanish food. We've had authentic Spanish food and stuff. Yeah, Japanese sushi. I'm a big sushi fan. I like different types of sushi. So I like that. That, yeah, would be, I think sushi is probably my favorite. And then you got to kind of switch to American food. So we like sushi. We're getting ready to go to a new sushi restaurant in my part of the country in a few weeks with some friends. It's uh-oh. There you go. It's supposed to be a 5-star restaurant, which means outstanding. Looking forward to it. Really am. It's supposed to be a Japanese fine dining restaurant. So we got plans in 2 weekends that we're going to go there. Brand new restaurant for us. And check it out. Enjoy it, I hope. We can't go this weekend because we got another big event to go to. And so we've made reservations for the following Saturday. And we're going to go there. But we like it all. We like it all. We like the, gosh, I don't know. I like Greek food really well. I like the freshness of Greek food. Greek food seems really fresh. So I kind of like it. I guess, as long as it's fresh, it's all good, right? So if you're still there, what's your favorite food? Anybody else in the chat, you got a favorite food? Is there a food, either by country, by region, or just a particular food like sushi, that you would highly recommend? If you're thinking about color, I think, so what's y'all's favorite foods? You guys let me know because I find that interesting because I learn a lot from what people eat. I would have to say, besides money, the color of money, my favorite color is purple. I wear a lot of tropical shirts, and I personally happen to like the purple ones the best, I guess. You got a color you prefer? Most people seem to like blues. I like kind of weird colors, especially like on cars. I think those are cool. Cars with weird colors. What is you guys listening? Remember, say hello to each other and everything. Is there a favorite thing you guys like to drink or eat? Let me know, man. We got a bunch of people in the background hanging out. Don't be shy. We don't bite. I do like blues. I wear a lot of different blue colors. I like the lighter blues, like the Caribbean blues, the sky blues. Not a huge fan of like the dark blues or royal blues. So I like brighter and happier colors, I guess. So dark colors aren't my favorite. I know they have a particular time to wear, like in fall, winter. It's makes more sense to wear darker colors in the fall versus the spring and the summer. But I don't know. I'm assuming since you asked if I like blue, then you probably like blue yourself, right? Your favorite food is cheeseburger and pizza and wings. So you like that high calorie, fatty American type food, huh? Well, cheeseburgers and pizza, and I don't like chicken wings. I'm not a chicken wing fan, never have been. But I used to like cheeseburgers. I still kind of do sometimes. It has to be a good one. I want it to be a really good one. I love pizza. I absolutely love pizza. Now, I am a little particular about the pizza I eat. Yes, you do. Pat's in the house. Good evening, Brother Pat. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. How are you? What's going on in your world tonight? I decided I would carry over from MJ's Manic Monday. Since he was having a Manic Monday, I thought I could have a Manic Monday, you know? And so I thought it'd be only fair, right? If he could have a Manic Monday, then I could have one. But my Manic is up, right? So mine is about to the end, you know. I was busy and crazy all day long, and now I'm starting to wind down. So I don't know how manic I will be, but I'm starting to wind down for the evening. I hope you're feeling good, Pat. Nothing too exciting going on here. Christian does like blue. That's good. I'm a big fan of blues. What's your favorite? What's everybody's favorite pizza? You guys got a favorite pizza? I can tell you, I got a favorite pizza, the one that I like to order the most. In my later years, as I get older, I have found that my favorite pizza is thin crust, feta, and spinach. Love a thin crust pizza. I only eat thin crust anyway. I only like thin crust. But I like the feta and spinach pizza. I like the works. Yeah. Oh, like the Supreme? Yes. And pizza, yes. Yeah, I do too. Once in a while, I really like black olives on pizza. So to get the works without the onion, I don't like onion, is good. That combination of all the meat and stuff, I agree. You like the Hawaiian pizza? The stuff with pineapples? I know there's a great big debate about that in the pizza world. And I don't know. I look at it this way. Is Hawaiian pizza one of my favorites? No, it's not. But I would definitely eat it. So pepperoni pizza, just plain pepperoni and cheese. I like the Hawaiian better than that. I'm not a gigantic fan of just pepperoni pizza. It's just too greasy usually. You know, same here. Evan's asking, do you ever get throbbing? I have no clue what that is. So I don't think I do. I went to a parade festival yesterday and had good food, flea markets. Oh, nice. Those are fun to go to. You know, we'll go to one this fall. There'll be a few that we'll probably go to ourselves. We have like a big Tawny Town grape festival and things that we've gone to a couple of times. The food's not any good, to be honest, at that one. I don't like what they serve. They're famous for serving Italian biscotti and fried chicken. You know, you get a big plate of biscotti with a piece of chicken on it. I don't like it. I think it's very average or below average. But, you know, it's popular. You get, for like $5, you get a gigantic plate. You know what I mean? So that's why people like it. But pasta's cheap. Evan saying hello, everybody. Evan, once again, clean out your ears for me. Do you ever get throbbies? Don't know what that is. Have no clue what that is. But I like going to food festivals and outdoor festivals when my legs are good, you know? This weekend, Pat, I think I said earlier on a live stream that I had really, 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 really good food this weekend. I went to a party, a birthday party, a Filipino birthday party at some very kind people's house, very nice people. And she cooks, my God, she cooks great food. Not only was her Filipino food really good, but her American food, her beef stew, oh, she made some, oh my God. You know, the weird thing was this. You guys all know how much I like lumpia, or egg rolls, or whatever you want to call them. We call them lumpia. And they had a big tray of lumpia, and I told my wife, we're at the dinner, and she gets me a few lumpias, and I eat one, and I'm like, I thought they were made by another lady, and I'm like, and I told Lorelai, I said, I don't think these aren't very good. Did she do something wrong? You know, I mean, did our friend who usually makes a lumpia screw up? So I'm like, these aren't very good. And we found out later that our normal friend who makes them and brings them to the party didn't make those. It was somebody else. I'm like, now I know why they weren't so great. Some guy gave my stepfather a hard time yesterday at the flea market tent. Wouldn't let him pass through. Wow, that's pretty shitty. Stepfather, almost 70-year-old, over time, he knocked my damn. The guy apologized or say anything? Was he doing it intentionally, or is he just not acknowledging other people around him? You know what I mean? Because sometimes people do things because they're not acknowledging what's around them. We were at a thing a couple weeks ago that I got a little angry at. We went through, Christian, we are in the United States, middle part of the United States. Well, that's pretty crappy. Then he's just a coward, you know? Well, Pat, sorry that happened to him. Nobody deserves that. You and your sister? We were, a couple weeks ago, you know, we went to a very crowded area, and we were going to a place on the other side of this gigantic crowd. And the only way to get through is to get through the crowd. And it was irritating because people wouldn't move for me, which makes me mad. So I have this thing being big, is I kind of do this as a wedge, and I stick it like this. And I just say, excuse me, and if they don't move, I push them out of the way. I just do this. I just push people out of the way if they won't move after I say, excuse me. If I'm walking and I got to then you just get the fuck out of the way. Man, But these are all young people drinking beer, partying outside, listening to music, thinking, you know, they don't have to move. So I just kind of moved them out of my way. So once you do that once or twice, people move out of the way. Yeah, he had heart problems and a stroke. I see that. Christian says, "Oh, I got confused because you went to many." No, it's all right. We've been to many, many countries. We have. We have. We'd like to go to a lot more, a whole lot more. So we do. But we currently live in the United States. United States is a great place, by the way. So that's what I don't like when people are drinking and they don't have the common sense to let people get by. Yeah, your brother, okay, took up the father. Yeah, I would have not have been happy about it. But Pat, to be honest, I'll say this. I usually don't have much problems in public because I'm big, and I am assertive. So, and I know somebody your size, people probably disregard way more than they would disregard me, because when I come a walking, I come a walking. You're a light guy, which is a good thing. But somebody who's bigger and heavier and bulkier, people usually don't treat me the way they treat you. Because they can hit you, yes. You should do that every time. Yes. Yeah. You can't, the sad thing in today's world, you can't show a sign of weakness. That's why in large crowds, I just bully through them. I just do. Now, what's weird is when I have to use a mobility scooter going through crowds, I feel a different way because I feel like I'm going to hurt them if I run into them, if I run them over with the mobility scooter. But if I'm walking, I'll split people. I'll get them out of the way because I think it's rude. But when you're on a mobility scooter, it's different. And what I hate on that is when everybody tries to jump in front of you and you got to stop, to avoid hitting them. That's one of the things that stresses me out the most at Walmart is going through that process of everybody cutting in front of you, jumping in front of you at Walmart, and you got to stop every few seconds or every couple minutes as you're going to keep from running into somebody. But when you're walking, nah. Walking, I'm just a walking. You know what I mean? But that's, there's a big outside crowd. They're all drinking, listening to music, and you know what? You know what I realized, Pat? You want to hear something funny, Christian? I'm not listening to anything on my headphones. It's just, there's no sound. Can you hear? There's no sound coming out of my earbud. There's nothing. I'm not listening to anything. So why am I wearing my headphones if there's nothing coming out of them? That tells you you're getting old. That says, man, you're getting to be an old man. Don't even know what you're doing. Man, I tell you what. Both old men, well, you're a lot younger than I am. I may be prettier, but you're a lot younger. I got some videos I need to work on this week, Pat. I got a new bird feeder camera, spy camera bird feeder, a new range finder that I need to do some opening box videos on. And then I might do, I don't know if I'm going to, but this weekend we're going to a black tie event or a fancy party, right? It's a birthday party. So I'm going to take a little tripod with me in case I want to set my camera up on the table and do a live stream. So I am going to take a tripod with me. So I might, this Saturday night, I may either do a live stream or I may just do a bunch of little videos and put them out there. I haven't decided. But this Saturday night, or Saturday afternoon, sorry. I think we got to be there by 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something. I think it's early. So, because I got to dress up in a suit and all that stuff. Old farts, that's right. Everybody's an old fart unless you're one. So I might have to try to make some videos out of this big party. Journey and Boho, hi there. Maybe there's the CIA is sending secret messages through broken earbuds. Could be. Yeah, maybe. And thank you for joining us, by the way. Thank you for the thumbs up. Well, they're not. The deal is they're not broken. I just don't have anything coming out of them. I have nothing playing. You know, there's no music. I'm not on my computer live streaming. I'm on a phone. So I just didn't know why in the heck I had my. I think it's a sinus senility, right? I'm sitting here. Oh yeah. I mean, I use headphones on the computer. A lot, these earbuds, whatever these are, so I don't disturb my wife. You know, but I haven't been watching any videos. I've been deleting things off my computer. And there's no sound when you delete things off of your computer. So I think what I've done, Journey, is just proved how old I am. That I'm an old guy who don't know what I'm doing. And how are you been? It's been a little while since we've seen you. How are you doing? How's your channel going? Looks like your channel's doing good. I know, Pat, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Sure glad I'm in the Philippines these days. Why? Why? What makes you glad that you're in the Philippines? What makes you happy about that? Bread in the pan over the fire. I'm looking at your channel, by the way, if you don't mind. 21 views. Ooh, bread in the pan. Nice. You guys have been active over there. I see. Are you trying to say that you don't miss America, or that you're really enjoying what's going on in the Philippines? Let's see. Ooh, you made some mac and cheese. Just checking your video out. I'll watch some more later. There we go. Well, I mean, it's just curiosity, you know. I mean, I think, sure, it's fun. I mean, is it more how much you enjoy the Philippines or how much you're, you know, not missing America? There's a lot going on in America. You're right. It's crazy. It's a lot. I will say I think it's getting better, though, to be honest. I mean, besides the fact that we fired our football coach yesterday, which I think was really stupid, but we fired our football coach. But all those, yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's normal. You know, barely gets any coverage these days, right? And, you know, not to be a smart ass, but in some ways, maybe if it quits getting coverage, it'll quit happening, right? Because don't the psychos that do that want the attention? You know, and so the more attention we give them, it's kind of like I refuse to say the name of killers and bad people because I don't want to acknowledge their being. As part of my rule, I don't say the names of killers. I just don't do it. Because I think it gives them too much power. But someday, maybe, yeah. A lot going on in the world, too. A lot of fake news. You know what drives me crazy is this, there's so much garbage. There's nowhere that you can go to just get the honest facts. What happened? You know, I don't need a Democratic view or a Republican view. I don't need any of that. I just want to know what happened. Just tell me what happened. You know, thank you, Pat. Christian saying, I'm number one. So I just want to know what happened. Here's what happened. At da-da-da time, you know, this Mormon church was attacked, da-da-da. Here's the person. You know, I don't need any of this, oh, his ideology. I don't need all of that crap. I just want to know what happened. I want to know, oh, Russia attacked this country. Okay, just tell me the facts. Here's what happened. Sirens are coming. See, you were right. The CIA is watching me on the internet. And now they're coming to get me. I'm telling you, can hear them. It's either sirens or coyotes. They're sirens. Yeah, broken earbuds. Here you go. We do. But that's what really stresses me out. I can't just get the damn facts, you know? I don't need all the other garbage. I just want to know who won the football game, who lost the football game. You know, what was the meeting? You know, I don't want your commentary about, you know, just tell me the facts and I'll make up my mind. But, you know, I think we all need earbuds or ear protection. That way we don't have to listen to anything going on in the world. Because every day there's a new crisis out, right? You know, and I'll say this, because, you know, we lived in the Philippines and we've traveled a lot. And every day I'll tell you the difference. Every day, even in the Philippines, there's crises and drama. The difference is you don't hear it in the Philippines because, one, everybody's so worried about finding food to eat and living that they don't have time to entertain a bunch of bullshit. They don't have time to gossip and lie and make up shit, right? They don't got time. They're not worried about what happened over here because they got to worry about what's happening here, right? That's what I think. That's what I experience. You know, people in the Philippines worry about what it is today and how this. They can't, they don't got time, energy, or the resources to give a crap what's happening in another part of the Philippines or who's saying what. So, but it happens everywhere. But to me, it is sad because I just want to know the damn facts. You know, just tell me what happened. Don't give me you don't have to give me an hour long meeting with 5 different panel members where they discuss, well, maybe this, maybe that, what ifs. No, you can sum it up in a minute or less. Here's what happened. But that's what we found out in the Philippines. Here in America, we all are nosy. We all think we know everything. We think we have an opinion. Our opinion is the only opinion, and everybody should listen to our opinion. And if you don't agree with us, you're all going to go to hell. So that's the American psychology. If you don't agree with me, then you're wrong and you're going to hell. So you better agree with me. But it's just funny. It's just fun. And what I really don't like is AI's gotten so good, they can make some really good fake news. I mean, they can come up with some shit that's pretty impressive from AI. It takes you a minute or two to go, is that real or no, that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Have you heard Mark Nowhere Man Philippine channel? He's oh yeah. Mark the Nowhere Man. Yes, Pat. Yeah, I've heard of his channel. But we're all journalists. What do you think we're doing now? I'm a journalist. That's what we all are. I'm hosting a show, so I'm a journalist. I subscribe to his channel. Good. Hope Mark's. Well, you know, I hope everybody wears clothes, to be honest. You know, especially in America. I mean, don't get me off on that whole, you know, please put clothes on in America thing. I mean, there's a lot of people in America that needs to cover up. Now, when you go to maybe Brazil Clothes can be optional, right? It seems to be a good thing in Brazil, missing clothes. But in America, they need to dress. They need to put that damn clothes back on. And America needs to ban spandex, or yeah, is that what it is? Spandex. They need to get rid of that shit. That shit shouldn't be sold anywhere. So, I don't know if I have, Pat. I'll try to remember to go find him and see if I did or not. I can't remember. Probably over the years I have. I try to support everybody when they come across. But do you like his channel? Is that what you're saying, Pat? And what is it about his channel that you like? He's got a good channel? Well, I got a good channel. I'm just small and poor, and I don't prostitute my wife. So, so we got a small channel because, my wife does need to, and she wants to do more live streaming. She needs to. She's good at doing live streaming. She needs to do more. Maybe things will change. We're looking at changing some things up here pretty soon in our life. So maybe she'll have more time. There's my good friend PA Outdoors. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, buddy. What's been going on in the outdoors, in the great outdoors? It's been busy for me. It's crazy. My wife has a different shift. So I usually don't get to bed until about 3 a.m., 2 to 3 a.m. And I can't get up in the mornings anymore. I do get up early sometimes and I just kind of lay there like a bump on a log. But we may go back to a different shift. And because there's a lot of people I don't get to see anymore. But it's good to see you, PA. Everybody subscribe to PA if you haven't done that, please. Cheers with my coffee. There you go. You guys all say hi and subscribe to each other. Doing good. We just camped and adventured a little bit. Outstanding. Did you make videos? A bit, and working a lot this weekend. Nice. We're partying. Last weekend we had a party. Oh, Saturday. This Saturday we have an event. The following Saturday we're having a really cool dinner with some friends. Then we have Halloween, which everybody's invited to. We're going to have a big Halloween party like we did last year. And everybody's invited, and I mean that. Everybody's invited. It's on the Saturday before Halloween, just so you know. If you can't make it, I will live stream it like I did last year. We did indeed. I subscribed to your channel, PA. Good. Pat's a good buddy. No, subscribe and support you, my friend. And PA, if you don't know Journeys in Bohol, subscribe to them for me. Great channel, good people. Not as good as me, but, they're all right. But we're having a big Halloween party. I will do a live stream of it. Last year, the live stream went very, 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 very well. I had a lot of men gawking at the girls in their sexy costumes, outfits, or whatever you want to call them, all night long. So I'm sure those men will return to see the outfits of the girls. That was one of the big hot topics of the Halloween party, is who has the best costume. And nobody voted for me, and I didn't understand that. PA sub to Pat. Nice. Good, good, good. Thank you for subscribing to Journeys. Say we got to help each other. Got to help each other grow. Return of the Gawkers. Yeah. A lot of them are good friends that I know. Back in the background, gawking at the girls. And then they'll ask questions like, hey, who's that one? I'm like, well, they're all married. Just pretend every girl at our house is married but one. That's it. Every other girl comes here is married. So, but yes. And then we'll do a Christmas party. We have Thanksgiving. We have my birthday. Lorelai, my wife, is having a great big party in March, I think, for her 40th birthday. She's having a 40th birthday party in the spring. So that's a big event we're trying to do. She's going to do a big blowout party, and everybody is welcome to that. So she's going to celebrate that like like it's 1999. Party like it's 1999. She's very excited. So we'll be doing that. And we're also going to get ready to start our Rice for Life campaign. It's fall now here in America. So we're going to start doing Rice for Life. And what that is Lorelai and I, for years, privately donated money to some people we know in the Philippines. We have a little crew in the Philippines. And they would buy rice, and we subdivided, we buy large quantities. And they subdivided up, and we have particular families in need, and we hand out, they handed out on New Year's, because in the Philippines, if you didn't know, it's not a good thing not to have rice in your house for the new year. So we make sure that these families in need have rice so they can spend their money on other things that they might need. So we have a whole system in place. And last year, we had a bunch of people ask if they could help out. So we let them do that, and we were able to double what we normally double, triple. I don't know. I don't remember. But so we're going to start doing our Rice for Life campaign. And basically what that means is anybody who wants to can send some money to our PayPal account, and every penny plus much more will go to that. So we'll start that in earnest probably the 1st of October. Return of the Gawkers, PA, I will have a channel going to fix my YouTube. Still having problems with my YouTube. Ah, man. Well, that's not good, Pat. You still having problems with being able to do all that stuff on your thingy, on your screen, on your phone? No, I haven't seen Henry or heard from Henry in a while. I haven't seen Bai. She was at, she only comes into the live streams to say hi and remind people she's going live. So I haven't seen her, and she hasn't sent me any messages, so no. He got Joel and Swallface, something about it. Maybe he has an abscess in his jaw. Maybe he's got one of those. That's pretty common. I had one years ago. Still having problems with the phone? Yeah, I had a big abscess years ago. And what I did is when I was still teaching, I went into our anatomy and physiology lab, and I got this really sharp, fine scalpel, and I sterilized it. Did it myself, man. YouTube is still messing up for you? Well, I don't know why it's doing that on your phone. Have you tried your YouTube on any other device other than that phone, Pat? As a login and or as a visitor? I guess that'd be a question I have for you, Pat. Does it do the same thing if you're logged out of YouTube and you're watching as a visitor? Or is it just when you're logged in as you? Because maybe that's a clue or a factor. You tried the same thing? Okay. Yeah, we can look at it sometime, Pat. I'll try to help you, but I don't know why that would be. And you don't have any other issues anywhere else, just on YouTube. So I guess that means if Henry has a jaw issue, he's definitely not going to go to the Philippines in October then. Right, Pat? I'm sure he's not going to go see Bai now. Probably have to wait a while. All right. Yeah, I'm just curious if that's how it works or not. So, Pat, how's your dating life going? You still chit-chatting with a bunch of girls? We decided what we're gonna do for Thanksgiving. I told our friends, we only have a couple of friends that come over for Thanksgiving. That's a noisy train. The trains are coming down the track. Is that what it is? The trains are coming down the track. So, are you guys getting ready for Thanksgiving? Or do I get ready for things too early? Because we were talking about Thanksgiving the other day. And what we're gonna do for Thanksgiving food is, instead of cooking it, last year we bought it. We bought it pre-cooked the day before. We have a really nice grocery store here that has a really nice system in place. And for like $100, you get everything to feed 4 or 5 people. and we just buy it and bring it home, warm it up the day of. So I think we're going to be doing that. So talking to some girls, but say going slow, nice. Kenesha's in the house. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me a thumbs up because I know how much I appreciate you. So that's good, Pat. Take it slow and easy. No reason to get in a hurry. And look, there's worse things than being alone in life, you know? The worst thing you can do is be with somebody that makes you miserable. So, and that's, one thing I guess I'll say that I'm really lucky about. My wife doesn't make me miserable, but 90% of the time. So I got 10% of good. No, I'm just joking, Lorelei. No, so you don't want to be in a miserable relationship. You'd rather be single. Kenesha, I am doing good personally. It's a beautiful day in my part of the world, as you can probably know. Beautiful weather this week. I'm working on I'm trying to, look, here's what I'm going to do. I'm telling you, I'm fat, right? And I'm old. But, damn air conditioner. Hang on. There we go. Kenesha's asked how you're doing, Pat. Kenesha's doing good. If I'm going to be miserable, I'd better be married. I'd be better be married and miserable. So if you're going to be miserable, you'd rather be buried. You would rather be married and miserable versus being single and not miserable? Or can you be miserable? I guess you can be miserable when you're single. Right? Yeah. When I was single, I don't think I was miserable. I like being married to my wife. I mean, I like my wife. I don't know if I like marriage, but I like my wife. What did I have for dinner? Pat, what did Pat have? Pat always eats good stuff. What did I have for dinner? Oh, I had to have biscotti. My wife made a big batch of it yesterday, and so I'm going to be eating on it for like 12 or 16 years. So I had that. The young man, the handsome man, the man from the land. Hi all, red carpet for Nisha. This is Kenesha. Dennis is in the house. Everybody say hello to Dennis. Dennis is one of our standing members. So Dennis, this is Kenesha. So how are you, Dennis? What's going on in your world? Are you ready for the Halloween party? We're having it again the Saturday before. I will live stream it, of course. So for all of you wonder people that can't make the trip all the way to America just to hang out with us and eat weird food for Halloween, we will, definitely live stream it, Dennis. Okay, I was just lurking and no visual. It's all right. I understand. That's why I just letting you know that it was two different ones. So, but how are you? You doing all right anyway? So yeah, I had biscotti for dinner, I tell my wife, there's only two of us in the house. Only two of us. So she's like, oh, well, I want to, she makes good biscotti sauce, right? Which, okay, it's not the Filipino, it's kind of like half Filipino, half American, so it's good. But she makes a gigantic skillet full. There's only two of us. So I got about 2 pounds of it frozen in the freezer. I mean, I keep telling her, just get a small jar. Use the small jars. The little jars are good. There's only two of us. Wait a minute. Kenesha had poker, chip, and baked pont. You're going to have to give us more details on that one. Pat, what did you have? PA, what did you have for dinner? I did have some homemade Filipino candy afterwards that I stole from the lady's house on Saturday night. She made some homemade candy, and it was really good, so I stole some and brought it home. I had some of that. And I think that's all I had today. I've been trying to watch my weight. I'm trying to get skinny like Dennis. So Dennis is tall, skinny. Kenesha is asking how you're doing, Dennis. So what we're going to try to do is be more active, right? Now, my wife gets to change her shift again here in a few weeks. I am going to go back to trying to go to a gym. Can you imagine that? You know, fat old guy with all the health issues I have. I'm going to try to start lifting weights again. Dennis is great, and thank you for asking me. You're very kind to ask. So I'm looking forward to that. But until then, I've been trying to be more active. I did some stuff around the house. Going to do some more tomorrow. May go fishing tomorrow. Hot dogs or chili. I had hot dogs, chili dogs, and fried potatoes. Damn. So you had hot dogs and chili dogs and fried potatoes. Man, I tell you what. Did you have air fried tater tots or did you guys make homemade fried potatoes? I had a baked potato chop. Okay, that's nice. I had pasta, you know. I mean, it's good, but I can't eat 50 pounds of it. What am I going to do with it? You know, I keep telling her, just make enough for 2 people to eat once. That's all we got to do. Maybe another serving the next day so you can take it to work. But I don't like to eat, the older I get, I don't like to eat the same food over and over and over and over and over. I just don't. Made some homemade fried potatoes. Dennis says, hi, Pat. Still talking to Filipinas? Yes, he is. Pat, Dennis is asking you about all your women you're chasing. Him and Bai have become good friends too, Dennis. You know, maybe him and Bai should hook up. They become good buddies. So, Pat the man, that's right. Rocking and rolling. Rocking and rolling. But yeah, we're doing all right this week. You know, just trying to get more exercise. We got a lot to do before the Halloween party. Apparently, my wife says, "Oh, there's a lot we got to do," and I'm like, "Oh, really? Like what?" It's not even October yet. You don't like pork chops? Was it a pork chop? I'm assuming. You know, I'm not a huge pork chop fan either. But I'm not a big steak fan either. I'm not a big whole meat fan. I like fish. I do like dark meat. Kanisha, Dennis is asking, where are you from? PA Outdoors, of course you do. You know, anybody who's an outdoor enthusiast has to like meat. My wife loves meat. She's a meat eater. I mean, by the tons. Me, not so much. I know it, you know, what's weird, I said this one time a long time ago, that when I eat steak, I feel like it's sitting in my stomach and rotting. Now, I like the taste of it, but I don't like how I feel. So somebody reminded me, well, you know, technically it is sitting in your stomach and rotten. That's how you digest it, you moron. So I do like meat. I mean, I do, but I just don't like a lot of meat. I prefer ground pork over ground beef. So beef isn't my favorite. Pork is what I substituted for. Kanisha says, I am from New York, Enos Nation. Enos Nation. Dennis, are you familiar with that? I'm not familiar with Enos Nation. Is that like the Indian nation? I'm asking maybe? I don't know. Dennis is like, oh yeah, I understand. Yes. I remember her saying that they were from New York. So, no, I don't like vegetables either. I like stuff that's, maybe I'm lazy. Could it be? I like stuff that's easy to eat. I don't want to have to work at eating. Maybe that's the problem. I'm just lazy. Pat says, I used to like pork chops. Something in it doesn't taste right. Things they put in it, you might know. Yeah, I agree. Jimmy's in the house. Yeah, I think meat at like Walmart sucks. If you're gonna buy meat, get it like at Sam's or somewhere else. We don't like Walmart meat. We don't like it. Jimmy's saying hello to everybody. Everybody say hello to Jimmy. Jimmy, you like meat? I don't like meat so much. I mean, I don't know. I'm just weird, I guess. I think I'm lazy. I like to eat soups. I like to eat things that are easy to eat. I don't want to have to sit there and chew and chew and chew on a tough piece of meat. I just don't want to do it. Dennis says, gotcha. Pat says, right on. Right. I'm a meat distributor. I love meat. Woo-hoo. There you go, my friend. Don't like the Walmart meat either? We don't like it. The only Walmart meat we buy is chicken. And then I got to take all the fat off of it because they're the fattest ass chickens in the world. I don't know how those chickens got so damn fat. But we don't eat the beef. If any of the beef we do buy, we buy the Angus beef only at Walmart. We have found that Sam's Club and Costco's have some good pork meat. But Jimmy is going to send us all his best cut of meat. And he says, you're always making me laugh. Well, that's my job. I get paid. Well, I wish I got paid. Hell, if I got paid to be on YouTube, man, I would be a rock star. I'd be living the high life like Dennis, man. I'm telling you. Depends on steaks, where to buy good steaks and pork chop. Yeah, well, I don't know. Meat's overrated to me. We have a couple, I don't know. I love a good steak though, but I don't want to eat it. I just want to taste it. I love how if you go to a really high quality steakhouse and they make a good steak. And I mean, just not an average Texas Roadhouse steak. I mean, a real good steakhouse that melts in your mouth. Those are good eating. That's good. Send me plenty. That's right. Yes, that's what Jimmy said. Jimmy told me. He said, hey, I'm a meat distributor. I'm going to send you guys all the meat you want. Go lay down. Go to bed. Lily, go to bed. Go on. I think my dog Lily's been a little sick today. Go lay down. Go to bed. I'll be there later. Go to bed. Good girl. Well, the meats in the Philippines aren't full of crap. I mean, I don't know how chicken gets to be so fat. I mean, there's so much fat on these chickens. It's unbelievable. It does taste better. I agree. Now, farmer's meat, I guess that's the key. If you could buy it from a farmer, a half a cow, quarter a cow, a pig, whatever, we used to do when we were kids, that's great. Now, have you ever had the Omaha steaks? We had those. A friend of mine bought those one time, and I thought they were disgusting. I didn't like them. But, I mean, I like tacos, and I like casseroles that have meat in them. So, turkey teccini. I like meat. I just don't want to eat a big chunk of it. I want to eat other things. And maybe it's because I don't eat a lot at one time. I don't want to eat just meat. I want to eat other things. I like some of the other things on the plate. It's the feed, David. Fact is, the general public like chicken. Really? I didn't know that, Jimmy. They like the fat? Man, really? I don't. We only eat dark meat, and I trim off all that extra fat and the skin. Now, the skin, I do something else with a lot of times. But we grill it, but I got to cut the fat off when I grill it, or the fat has so much fat in it, it drips into the flames and flares up. So I trim the fat off of the chicken. I really do. I really do. Now, the skin, here's something I had in the Philippines. Never had them before. I don't remember what they were called in the Philippines. But basically, and I make them here, you take the chicken skin, right? And you kind of cut it into a square or whatever you want to cut it in. You lay it flat and you turn it into squares or triangles, whatever you want. And then you batter them. You put them in like panko bread or tempura or, like the Italian seasoning. You bread them really well. And then you deep fry them like a potato chip. Oh, smoking butt parts. That's some good eating now. You remember that. Deep fry those. Coat them in your favorite coating. Man, you deep fry that skin. Oh, but you need to do strips or something so it's not a big mess. Man, you'll like that. Chicken skin. Yes. I'm watching the football game. Monday Night Football. Nice. Pat, right on. You said it, Brother David. It's good. Yeah, I never had it until I was in the Philippines. I ordered it accidentally one time and went, well, I wonder what this is. Oh, hell, this is good. I better buy more of this. Skin is highly treasured in Asia. Yeah, it is. We do pork skin here. We do pork belly with the skin on. We do it without, but we concentrate on the pork belly with the skin. And I make pork lechon out of that. But they really like the crispness of a pork lechon, right? And so when I can find it at the Asian markets, I buy the pig skin, not the fat, but the skin. I do the exact same thing with it. I turn it into pork lechon, but I fry it, and it turns out to be this, like a pork chicharron, but I don't turn it into the popped chicharron. You know, the texture, I keep it the smooth texture. I got a technique where I keep it smoothed like on a pig, pork, but and not instead of just like a chicharron. Stop making you laugh. Ah, Kanisha. Come on now, you gotta laugh. Laughter is good for the soul. Fried chicken skin is hot, dang it. Oh man, it is good shit. My wife and I, when we do get chicken, like fried chicken, which she hates American fried chicken, but like Jollibee. When we eat Jollibee fried chicken, she gives me the skin and she eats the chicken. But I really like making that skin-only potato chip type thing. Has anybody tried deep fried pickles? Yeah, we've done the slices, and one time I ate one that was like a whole pickle fried. Pat said, hello to you. Jimmy saying hello to you. So Jimmy, what is the best-selling meat in America right now? What's the most popular? And I like salmon skin. Yeah, I'm a big fan of doing the exact same thing with salmon skin. And it turns out to be a real thin little chip. Oh, it's good eating. She gives you the skin. What kind of benet do you have? I know. Well, a very kind-hearted one, right? My wife knows that, I don't eat much, and we get a bucket of Jollibee, then I get the skin, and maybe one piece of meat, a little chunk of meat off of the whatever, and then she eats the rest of it. So, and she's not a big fan of the skin, but I think she does it mainly because she knows I don't want to eat the deep fried chicken, like KFC and stuff. It's really good to eat a good fried piece of chicken like that. I mean, the first one, and that's it for me. It's kind of like, all right, Beef is king. It definitely is costing us a king's ransom right now. I hope that the beef ranchers, I know it takes time. It's a 1 to 2 year process, right? For the beef market to get caught up to the demand, since we're not importing as much from Mexico, which is okay. But I know that I hope the beef ranchers, God bless them, are ramping up production. Chicken and waffles, I've had it. It's good. It's just sweetened, I do like waffles, Belgian waffles, and I like chicken, so. But we've had that. I don't know. I just, beef and beer. Woohoo! How come it's beef and beer, not beer and beef? Now, I do like certain brats and sausages. I like pork sausage. It's just too expensive. $4.50 for a little 1 pound tube of Jimmy Dean's? Jesus. I quit eating it because, it's too damn much. I can eat it in a day. A pack of bacon costs you like $400. We got a local beef here, delicious, nice, that's good. We don't have local beef here, we have Walmart. PA says chicken and waffles is fantastic. We went to a new Korean place where we live in our part of the world, and they have the Korean fried chicken, which Korean fried chicken is way good, mucho good. Oh, yum 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 yum. But I didn't like this one. I was really disappointed because what they did is they didn't make the traditional Korean fried chicken. They made a honey Korean fried chicken, which made it really sweet, like chicken and waffles. It tasted like, it is a lot like that. But it's very popular with Americans because they like everything sweet. But I didn't like it because I've had original fried Korean chicken, and it's really good. And this was just so sweet you couldn't eat it. Sure is, nothing can beat a nice juicy steak in the center of the plate. There you go, Jimmy, yes. A good steak. What did I do today? I cleaned house a little bit, did some work around here. I had to go to a store called Lowe's, which is a home improvement store, and pick up a couple things for a friend. And then, I don't know. After that, I don't know what I did. When you're old and you don't have a job, a lot of times you forget what you did. I like homemade sausages. Oh my God, yes. Yes, PA, yes. Yes, absolutely, PA. Yes, yes. One of me favorites. Yes, 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 yes. And biscuit and sausage and gravy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You got to cut the sugar out, and that's what I was disappointed. Korean fried chicken isn't sweet, but they did a honey glaze on it, and it's just too much. We don't go there. We fired them. We took them off of our list of restaurants to go to. We fired them. We fired them. We reviewed, we talked about it, we had an HR meeting, we fired that restaurant. Just saying. You know, we don't have a problem firing restaurants. Yeah, we've cut way down on our sugar content too, a lot. We're trying to eat healthier. That's why this winter I'm going to make a bunch of soups, homemade soups. I got a cookbook for Asian cooking, Asian soups, because I love soups. My wife doesn't like American soups, but we need to eat healthier, and I like soups. So I'm going to try to make a bunch of different Asian soups in hopes that she'll eat those. Grave us, yes. You got fired. Yes, I know, Jimmy. Pretty crappy. You didn't do nothing today, Kanisha? Yeah, I'm not real happy about the firing. You know, I'm going to tell you, I think it's, I was telling somebody else today this. I think it sends the wrong message. Now, there's a couple things in play, but I think anytime a school fires a coach mid-season, it sends a message to the next coach. We won't let you finish out. We'll just terminate you and get rid of you. You know, and I think it sends the wrong message. Two, I think they fired the wrong person. If they're going to fire him, they should have fired Bobby, because Bobby's running the offense, right? So Bobby should have went out the door. The defensive coordinator should have packed his bag and went out the door too. So if they fired anybody, they should have fired all three of them. But I don't like the fact that they fired him. Now, I understand it. This may be better for him because his buyout is higher today than if he lost a couple more games. If he loses a few more games, he loses a couple of $1 million. So maybe behind the scenes, they went, well, we're going to fire you. We can do it later or now. And he said, well, I want the extra $2.5 million, so fire me now. So, hate Bobby. Hate him. I don't doubt that he's a good professional football, and I won't say professional at all. He's a good football mind, but I think he's a creep. He gives me the creeps. I think he's dishonest. I think he's a scammer. I think he's like the creepy old man around the corner. I don't like him. Now, I know a lot of people in Arkansas like him. Think he's the next savior he's not. Just because 20 years ago, he had us doing well in a totally different world. The world has changed. The world of football has changed. So I don't like him. I hope they don't hire him. I hope they don't hire him. Yes. Jimmy, yes. Yes. Absolutely 1000%. I'm not the only one that thinks that that is in his wheelhouse to do. I mean, he is not an honest man. I don't care how many times he's gone out and said, hey, I found God, I apologize, I'm a better man now than I was. He's a creepy man. So I hope we don't hire him. I hope we go a totally different direction. I just do. And here's the bad thing. He's going to win some games, but here's the bad thing. We would have won those games anyway. There's going to be some games on the schedule that we will win. And he's going to take credit for it, like, hey, look at me, I'm so much better, we won these games. No, we would have won those games anyway. But they're going to tout it as, I don't like it. I don't like any of it. And if they were talking on the news today, press conference, they know they're going to have to open up the piggy bank to get the right fit for Arkansas. So if they pay that idiot $10 million to coach here, so now they're looking at, yeah, we're going to have to, pay $10 million to get a good coach, right? And if they pay him $10 million, Jesus. Kanisha says, I've just been having a problem with my stomach. Maybe you're eating something that disagrees with you. Maybe you need to try to have a little ginger, make your stomach settle down, not so much acid. Maybe that's the key. Are you drinking carbonated beverages? So don't drink carbonated beverages. Lay off the sugar. Sugar can cause you a lot of digestive issues. Maybe you're eating too much fiber, Maybe you're eating too many hamburgers, pizza, and chicken wings. Maybe, that's a lot of grease. Yeah. If you want to have stomach issues, you eat hamburgers, pizza, and chicken wings all the time. Could be right. Yeah, it's interesting. But I'm just saying, I just think he's a creep. I don't like him. You don't like chicken? I thought you said you liked wings. And chicken and waffles. Eat bland, simple food. Eat food that digests easily and doesn't make your stomach expand. A lot of people don't realize that the more they expand their stomach, the more issues they can have. Because we're not supposed to do that. Your stomach is only supposed to expand a certain amount. But if you overexpand it, it's not good. Not good at all. That's good stuff. But I don't know. So I'm not happy. I wish they would have let him finish out the season. Because we're going to win 3 or 4 more games. I just think it's wrong. I don't like it. I think it sends a bad message. I really don't eat like that. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Well, apparently, do you like candy canes? Maybe it's too much sugar. Maybe you're eating too many artificial dyes in your diet, which is not good. You got to check and see, right? I don't know what I'm going to eat tomorrow. What's everybody going to eat tomorrow? Is somebody going? You know what I'm going to have? I'm going to have some grapes for breakfast. During the winter months, I eat a little bowl of oatmeal or instant grits. That's what I eat in the mornings and during the winter. What did I say about eating? I forgot. Oh, don't overextend your stomach. Eat food that digests easily. Grapes, yeah, I'm gonna have some in the morning. We bought some grapes. They're really good, So instead of eating oatmeal in the morning, I'm gonna eat some grapes every morning. I don't eat a lot in the morning, just a few bites. Yes. He could be, but Jimmy, I think he's going to retire. He was going to retire after next season. He came out and talked about that he wasn't going to extend his contract at Arkansas, and it would have ended next season, and he was just going to retire. So I don't think he has plans to go back into coaching because he's 66 or 67, and he had hip surgery. So he talked about that he wasn't going to extend his contract. So Arkansas would have needed a new head coach in a year and a half anyway. Let's see. That's what I've been told, and that's what he has said. But you never know. Pat says, I like the Jimmy Carter fix grits, cheese, and jalapeno. Woo! No jalapeno peppers for this boy. I like grits and cheese, but man, not hot peppers in that. Something he fixed? Wow. Yeah, I only eat a little bit. I take medicine. I take a lot of medicine in the morning. So I found I need to eat a little something to help control the induction of all the chemicals into my body. Whether it's a piece of bread, oatmeal, but since we bought grapes, I'm going to eat some grapes in the morning. Then I'll probably have to eat biscotti tomorrow for lunch because we got like 25,000 pounds of it. You know. Now, my wife didn't take any to work with her. She took some really nice ribs that came from the party Saturday night, some pancit and some lumpia, but she reminded me to eat the biscotti. Yeah. What do you guys think of that? So she didn't take any to work with her, but out the door she said, remember, you need to eat that biscotti, while she's carrying out ribs, pancit, and lumpia. So, that's the type of wife I have. And she'll come home in the night and say, did you eat any of that biscotti? You're supposed to eat that. I'm like, well, I did eat that. You know, if it wouldn't make my dog sick, I'd give it to my dog. Had a few days. Yes. Jimmy, I agree. My wife is at work. She's working, slaving away, trying to make money, you know, because you should always try to make money. When you're young and healthy, you should never stop trying to make money. And my wife likes to work, so she's out there trying to make money. I was going to tell you, my dog, Lily, you know, she's the only wiener dog we have left because mine died, if you guys remember. She's the one that got hit by the car. I think she's sick today. There's been something going on with her, and I'm not for sure what it is. When I got up this morning, she doesn't usually lay on me. Lily is not the dog that lays on you. She likes to have her belly rubbed, but she wants you to bend down or whatever, but she doesn't like to lay on you. So this morning, when I got up and got to the couch, she wanted to jump up and lay on me. So I took care of her for a while, petted her. Then I fed her, and she didn't want to eat her food all day. She finally ate it. I did feed her tonight, but even just a few minutes ago, she wanted to crawl up on my lap, and that's not our dogs. I think there's something wrong with her. I know a lot of times she's depressed because our other dog died. Her buddy, her partner, you know, since they were puppies, they were together, died, and I think my dog is depressed like the rest of us. My wife is funny. She is funny. She is telling me to eat that damn biscotti when she ate ribs and pancit and freaking lumpia at work. She works in accounting. She's an accounting type person. I don't, to be honest, know exactly what she does. All I know is that when she talks about her job, I go, oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I get it. You know, all I do when she comes home and complains about this crappy coworker that didn't do this, I go, yeah, that bastard. You know, how dare he not do this? Man, you're right. You know, or the girl, she comes home and says, you know what this girl at work did today? She wore this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, how dare her? You know, that's all I do. You know, that's all I do, man. I find it easier because if I would sit there and try to explain to her or give her an answer, she doesn't want an answer. Because us men, what we want to do is say, okay, wait a minute, what's the problem? All right, So let me get this understood. Here's the facts. So here's the solution to the problem. There you go. We're done. Done. You got the solution. No need to talk about it anymore. Women don't want that. Women just want to rant and rave about it. They want to feel good about ranting. They don't want to solve the problem. They just want to talk about it. So I've learned just to go, yeah, bastard, bitch. How dare that worker? Oh my God, I can't believe that. Wow, you really did that? That's really cool. Wow, good job. Jimmy says, agree or oh, bacon. Hell yeah, give me bacon. Bacon. Give me bacon on everything. I like my bacon really crisp. I don't want it to have any fat. I like bacon. I like bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwiches. I like bacon on meatloaf. I like bacon on bacon with cheese. I like bacon on bacon with cheese. I like bacon and bacon. I like bacon. But it's so salty. And in the Philippines, the bacon was different. It wasn't as salty. Ours is really salty. And that's the only reason I don't eat as much, because I can taste the salt. But I like bacon. I like a good crisp bacon. Bacon on salads, bacon on potatoes. Hell, bacon on everything. I vote for bacon. Bacon. My dog likes bacon too. Our dogs, Daisy especially before she died, cheese and bacon, both of them. When I'm on the ship, I order BLT with triple bacon. They don't eat the bacon. There you go. Yeah, when I'm on the cruise ship, I just get the bacon. You know, that's one good thing. When you're on the cruise ship, they got all that bacon. I literally, what I do in the mornings, because Lorelai doesn't usually eat, I get up, I go and I get bacon, I get cheese, and I get fruit. And that's what I eat from every morning on the cruise ship. Bacon, cheese, and fruit. Bacon. I did buy some bacon-flavored Spam because I've been feeling like I've been missing protein lately for some reason. I've been craving protein, and I don't, So I saw the other day bacon-flavored Spam, so I bought some. I like Sam's restaurant bacon. Yes. Yeah, their pork belly is really good too. That thick pork belly at Sam's, we grill it, and it's really nice. I think people that like these three things, bacon, beer, and boobs, woohoo! Yes, bacon, beer, and boobs, the 3 Bs. You can't go wrong with any of them. I hate to say it, You can't go wrong with any of it. Hopefully the wife isn't listening. I like. Do you remember on Carnival they started serving bacon only every... No, I didn't know that. When we were still cruising, we haven't been on a cruise ship in 4 years. So it's been a little bit for us, been 4 years. They were serving it every day. No, really cheap bastards. Scumbuckets, scumbags. Really, every other day? Now, I can understand because I would see people taking those tongs, right? And they'd come in, instead of getting 1 piece of bacon or 2 or 3, they'd come in and scoop up that whole plate of bacon and throw it down, So I understand it. I don't like it. That's not fair. I do know they curtailed the number of lobster tails because I read that on their website. Because before, when we would go to the fancy dining room, which we like to go to our scheduled dining room, you order and you can get extra lobster tails, right? But now I think you can only get like 3 extra lobster tails. Lorelai would get like 20 of them and eat every one of them. One morning I found out in the buffet, I shouted, hey, every other day is just like in prison. They have bacon in prison? That might be worth going for. I don't think they got bacon in prison. Every other day. Yeah, oh, man. That's sad. What do they do instead of bacon? Sausage? I mean, back when they were doing, I don't know if they did, yeah, they did the roll sausage. I'm not a big fan of rolled sausage for some reason. I like the patties. There's probably no difference. I didn't know that, but I knew they limited the number of lobster tails extra you can get at night. So, but at least they didn't eliminate, are they limiting your pizza intake? Maybe you can tell them to put bacon on the pizza. All right, that's good. And I don't really not a big ham fan in the morning. I miss cruising. I really do. I miss it. We got so many things we're doing next year. I hope we can go on a cruise next year. If my wife can just get a big raise at her job, it would help. I see. Yeah. That's the Walmart way, right? When something goes up in price at Walmart, they jack the price up. And then when it goes down, what they do is they drop it like 20. So it shoots up at Walmart $10. And then they drop it by $1 and they still make $9 more than they ever would have. In the main dining room? Nice. All right. Yeah, we actually like to go to the main dining room. It's one of our favorite things to do. We like to go and do our thing and relax at the nighttime and eat and then maybe go to a show. So we become, we like that. We like that. We don't mind the buffet, but, I don't like all the kids grabbing the food. I gotta admit, I think it's a little gross, on the buffet. I don't like it when the children are unguarded and they just kind of run up and grab stuff out of things, I don't like that. But we like that. But we like the pizza. But we don't know what cruise ship we're going on next year, which cruise line. Maybe Norwegian, we don't know yet. But she wants to go to Europe. So I got to figure out somehow to come up with about $10,000 to go on a cruise. And I'm still trying to get $5 million for a beach house. So how am I going to do both? How am I going to get $10,000 for a cruise and $5 million for a house? I just don't know how I'm going to get it. I just don't know. Kind of crazy. But that's what we're trying. And then we got her birthday party. I'll tell you guys a secret if you want to hear a secret. So I know my wife very well. I've given my wife a budget for her birthday party. And I said, okay, here's how much you can spend on your 40th birthday party next spring. So I know what my wife is trying to do. So my wife is buying things for her party in little increments. Like, she's going to get this today. Next week, she's going to get this. And she thinks I'm not keeping track of it. She thinks I'm just going to pay for it out of the normal household budget. And then in the spring, she's going to like, oh, no, I didn't spend any of my money. I have $2,500. I have whatever her budget is. I still have my budget for the party. I know what she's doing. Well, get the $5 million first. I know. I get the $5 million first, then I can afford the $10,000 cruise. Nisha's in the house. Hey, Nisha, good to see you. Dennis was in the house earlier and was thinking about you. He's asking, how you doing? So he may still be in the background, Nisha. Lorelei says hi to you. She's at work, slaving away, trying to make money so we can spend a god load of money on her birthday. Nisha, would you like to come to Lorelei's 40th birthday party in the spring? You're more than welcome to come. She's having a big party in the spring. But it's good to see everybody. Say hello to Nisha for me. Please do that. Nisha's one of our fan favorites. We actually like her. So, yeah, I'd have to get the $5 million first, so then I can book the cruise. But we'd like to do a European cruise. I mean, I'm not too excited, to be honest, about flying from here to Europe, but I'll get over it. Cheers, Nisha. Hi, Nisha. Hey, Jimmy. So, Nisha saying hello to everybody. But we got a lot going on. It's what I was telling. And, we got a lot. We got a baby shower we got to put on in January. We got Halloween right around the corner. We got Christmas and Thanksgiving, New Year, baby shower, Lorelei's birthday, a cruise. I don't know where I'm getting, and we're doing our Rice for Life fund again. We always give rice away in the Philippines every year. So usually we never talk about it, but last year we had friends that knew we did it, and they brought it up and wanted to be a part of it. So we're going to do that again. If anybody wants to donate to our PayPal account, we're going to start collecting money. You don't got to do much. because there'll be plenty. We give a lot of money. We take your money. We buy large quantities of rice. Our team in the Philippines bust it up into smaller bags. And for New Year's, they give it away to needy families so that every family has rice in their house for the New Year, because it's a really bad omen of the year to come if your house in the Philippines doesn't have rice for the New Year. So we got a lot going on. So yes, I need that $5 million. If I had the $5 million for the beach house, I could handle the $10,000 for the cruise. You're getting married in 25 days? Where's my damn invitation? How come I didn't get an invitation? What's wrong with you? Man, that is not cool. You got to send an invitation to everybody in God's creation because they might send you a gift. Come on now. It's too late now. I ain't sending you a gift because you didn't think of me. But hey, you got to think about these things. You could have blasted that all over the world and got free gifts. So, come on. Us e-beggars got to think about these things. So, Nisha, how are you doing in school, by the way? We like Nisha. Nisha's a good person. You'll see the live stream notification. Nice. CPA, you didn't think about that, did you? More people, more. Right, Nisha, right? It's kind of like the baby shower. Now, we're not having a baby, but our really dear friends are having a baby. We're not. But we're going to host a baby shower at our house because our house is better than their house. Yeah, I said it. So we're going to host their baby shower. And they don't need a bunch of baby crap, right? They don't want somebody else choosing crap for their baby. So what we're going to do is set up a 529 educational fund for people who want to give money as a gift to them. It's going to go into an educational college fund for their baby. So, and I'm driving that boat also. I'm the one out here telling everybody, hey, I want you to contribute to this 529 fund for this little kid. So the more people you tell about it, you might get lucky and get some donations for the 529 fund, or your wedding, or my Rice for Life program. Nisha's smart now. She's got it figured out. You're doing good. Midterms and exams just ended. Nice, nice. I've been thinking long and hard about going back to school. I really miss, I'm not very smart anymore. And I worry about this because my brain is squishy. But there's some things like on Coursera I've been really thinking about doing. But I've also been thinking about taking some cooking classes because that interests me to be a better cook. And plus it might be fun. So I'm thinking about trying to see if my brain would allow me to become educated. Do you have a favorite hat? I do. Yes. Yeah, I think so. I do. I have a favorite hat, yes. Jimmy says, diversification is the way to go. That's right, man. So we're going to hit everybody up for donations for this poor kid's 529 fund, along with Rice for Life and everything else. So, yeah, I hate dishwashing. I swear to God, and this is no lie. If I won the big lottery tomorrow, I would hire somebody to come in every 30 minutes and clean the kitchen. Well, I guess they could just stay versus leaving and coming back. There's no question we'd have a housekeeper in a heartbeat. I hate sweeping, mopping, cleaning dishes. I don't mind doing laundry, but that's about it. I don't mind cooking. I like to cook, but I'm not patient. I'm not a patient cook. I'm a hurry up and get it done. Okay, forget it. I'll just eat a cracker. So I hate dishwashing. Nisha is saying which one? Which one what? Which class am I thinking about taking? I'm thinking about taking courses on Coursera, which is an online internet thing, in, a hat. Okay, I'll show you my hat. You want to see my favorite hat? I'll show you my favorite hat. So give me a number 1 in the chat if you want to see my hat, my favorite hat. Figure out where it is. I got two favorite hats, but I really got one favorite hat. If you want to see the hat, give me a number one. All right, yeah, all right. Hang on, I gotta move. All right, I'm back. This is my favorite hat. I'm back. There it is. You want to know why it's my favorite hat? Or do you care? All right, so first, it's truly all straw, and leather, but it's hard, right? So it won't collapse. I like the colors. It goes with a lot of my outfits. I got it in a foreign country. I just don't remember where. I don't remember if it was Aruba, Curacao. I don't know where we got this at. So I like this one. I need some more hats. I need a light blue hat, a sky blue hat. And then my other favorite is this one. This is a hat that I used to wear a long time ago when I would go trout fishing. And I had my waders and my vest and everything on. This is my hat back then. So this is an Australian hat. I don't remember what they're calling it because I can't pronounce it anyway. So this is a very expensive hat. It's like $180. Don't tell anybody. I've had this for about 15 years. I quit wearing it so much because it started to sweat, see? Or I started to sweat in it. It's a Jackson hat, by the way. You like the cuckoo clock? I do too. I'm a big fan of cuckoo clocks. I wish I had some more of them. I wish I could afford to buy some really nice ones. That one's a true cuckoo. It is. It's a true clock. But there's some, I love cuckoo clocks. I mean, when the lottery money comes in, you'll see in my new fancy $1 million square foot office a bunch of cuckoo clocks. I like cuckoo clocks, but I like clocks in general. You going trout fishing on Thursday? I may go perch fishing tomorrow. I'm thinking about going and getting some worms and going fishing tomorrow myself. I may take you guys, I don't know. I'm going to take you guys on a couple of live streams, nature live streams. I found 2 new places that I thought would be really nice to hook you up to the scooter, right? And let you guys drive around these nature trails. Slow and easy so we can do a live stream. But there's a lot of wildlife, vegetation, beautiful homes, So I got 2 different locations I want to take you guys. Maybe I need to do one of those this week. But I'm waiting for a new part for my mobility scooter. I'm having a part custom made to make it easier. So I'm kind of waiting on that. You gonna go trout fishing? I enjoy many good traditions. That's nice. Traditional European things. That's good. I do too. I like a lot of things. I like watches, as you know. I collect watches. I buy, sell, and trade watches. I got some extra watches somewhere. This is one of my favorite watches. I need to change the battery. I realized I wore this the other day and I realized it was stuck on 6 o'clock. So I need to change the battery. So I like hats, watches, tropical shirts, and cuckoo clocks. Fishing stuff too. You can never go wrong with more fishing tackle. But I'm a big fan of cuckoo clocks, really am. There's a lot of them that are just really cool. I don't know if you guys can see that one. So that's the full one. And obviously that's a fishing pole hanging up on the wall, if you didn't see it. I always need more fishing stuff. My family was German, so I love Germany. Yeah, mine too. My background's Germany. We're German. You got me on hat, tropical shirts, brother. Yep, I've been wearing in the Philippines soon. See? You can be part of the tropical shirt gang. You know, everybody needs to be part of the tropical shirt. I encourage everybody to buy and wear tropical shirts. They make you happy. If you don't know the psychology behind tropical shirts, it's this. You may have heard the philosophy that you always dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have, right? I believe in dressing the way I want to feel and where I want to be, not where I am and how I feel. So tropical shirts bring me a little bit of happiness and uplifting. That's why I wear them so much, because it gives me a little bit of psychological boost with all of my mental health issues. You know what I mean? So I believe in that. Hats are the same way. Yeah, oh, that's right. Nisha says, don't forget the beach house. Good girl, Nisha. We need the $5 million beach. And look, Nisha, I have a new thing about the beach house. You haven't been around. I haven't told you this. And this may be something you're interested in, young lady. So here's the new spill on the beach house. Whoever donates the $5 million for the beach house, here's how it's going to work. We're going to spend half on the house, $2.5 million on the house roughly. We're going to take the other half, use it to pay for the carrying costs and ownership for the house, right? Now, what I'm willing to do, since Lorelai and I have no children at all, we're never going to have children, we will put it in our will that when the last one of us passes away, whoever's given us the $5 million, we will will the house back to them. So in 10, 15, 20 years, their $5 million investment can now be $20, $25 million. What a steal for somebody to give me the $5 million bucks. Don't loan it to me, give it to me. What do you think of that? Isn't that brilliant? If you got the money, we'll buy the house. We will it to you. Your house, that house will now be worth 10 times what it's paid for in 20 years. There you go. There you go. PA, seriously. I got them somewhere. Women, before I was married and I was still teaching, I had a time before I decided to cut my hair short that I kept my hair really long, and I used to have long red hair, reddish blonde hair, and I would have a lot of women want to touch my hair, right? Which is fine, as long as they were pretty. If they were the ugly ones, it's a different story. But there is no question, being a big guy and being, beard and everything, a lot of the women thought I looked like a Viking god. Just saying. But you should, man. Pat likes that. Thumbs up. Thank you for that. What a deal. It is a deal, Nisha. Think about that. Come on now. I try to get Dennis to fall for it and to help me out, but Dennis says, nah. He needs to pay for all of his arm candy, so Dennis won't give me the $5 million. But I really did. I used to have my beard long, and it was thick and reddish. Lorelai won't let me grow it long now. She says it makes me look old and ugly because it's gray. So I can't grow it long. I can't grow my hair long because it makes me look old and gray. But way back in the day, I had long red hair. And the women want to touch that beautiful hair. And a lot of them say, geez, man, I would love to have your hair. I'm like, well, it is what it is. Sorry, can't help you. So, old and gray, yeah. She thinks I look old if I let it grow out. She even wants me to put that fake hair dye crap on it so I look younger. That's not a good wife. She should accept me for who I am. So I keep it short to make her happy. Otherwise, I'd grow it long like Santa Claus. But it probably wouldn't look good, because it's gray. Not white, but gray. So it makes me look old. Even everybody on the YouTube says I look so much younger when my beard is short. They all say I look like an old fart. Not very nice. I shaved without asking Ryan. Ooh, and you're getting married in a few days. And she was not happy. Appreciate she loves my gray. There you go, right? Very nice. Not my wife. Filipinas, to be honest, the Philippine culture doesn't like facial hair. They're not into facial hair. And why that is because the men don't grow facial hair. They're like Native Americans. They don't grow facial hair. So they don't grow up with facial hair. Pat says, Brother David looks 45 years of age. And Pat, that's why you're one of my favorite people. Because if you guys really knew how old I was, you'd be shocked. So, and I lie about my age a lot. But I like having a long beard. I like it. I like it to grow out and be all scraggly looking, you know. I tell Lorelai, I said, look, if it grows out and looks ugly and scraggly and rough around the edges, then the women don't hit on me anymore and you don't have to worry about it. But she doesn't buy it. She's like, they don't hit on you anyway. So, here we are, keeping it short. And now I'm doing something different. I'm going to try to, I'm doing kind of the Amish thing, the Amish short beard thing. It's one thing I'm doing. I'm doing the Amish thing. 50? Nisha, you broke my heart, Nisha. Man, no, I'm 32 years of age. 32 is all. My wife is way older than me, everything. I mean, let's put it this way. I'm so old. You're close. You're within 30 years, Nisha. You're pretty close. You look 25. Well, you don't see me in person then, do you? Enjoy your 30s while you can. I know. Here's what's funny. My wife's turning 40 in the spring, Nisha, and everybody else. We're having this great big party. She's got a dress all ready, and it's going to be a big fairy tale type birthday thing. I need to order a new barong. And I need to get my barong out and see if it fits me. The barong is the traditional Filipino dress shirt. I'm going to order a new one, I think. They cost like $200 freaking dollars. Oh, I should take that out of her birthday budget, right? So, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, I never celebrated my 40th birthday. I don't know why it's so important for her to, but hey, it's all right. I don't mind. Her culture celebrates birthdays like nobody's business. My culture doesn't even recognize birthdays. I just keep going. PA says, I'll be 44 years of age this year, and I don't look a day over 58. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But I will say, in all fairness, if I let this grow real thick, I do look a lot older because the gray gets very pronounced. It really does. And it's spotty. So it's not consistent yet. It's red and gray and red and gray. You are 50. Today I am. I can be 50 if you want. I don't care. I can lie about my age. If girls can lie about their age, why can't men? Well, we don't have to because we're handsome no matter what age we are. Women lie about their age so that they feel more beautiful. Men, we don't have to because we're handsome no matter what age we are. Just saying. If you guys didn't know that, that's the way it is. I'll tell you this. I have not turned 70 yet. And David was 12 when Saigon fell. So 1970? Saigon fell in 1970, right? Right? 1970? You like that, Nisha? Yeah, it's true though, right? Men age beautifully. Women, yeah, you guys struggle. All except my wife. She's aging beautifully. 75. Saigon fell in 75? I thought it was earlier than that. I really did. PA says, if I say, they say I look young, with a beard they say I look really old, I just don't care. That's what I try to tell Lorelai. Pat was born in 75, see? He was born when Saigon fell. I was in Saigon when it happened. I'm so old. I was probably eating dimshow or dimsy or dumpsy or whatever the steam bus or dumplings or something, you know. So I'm so old now. Someday I'll be old. Now my brain feels like, to be honest, besides the squishy brain from the coma, I feel psychologically like maybe I'm 35, right? But the body feels like it's 85 and been beaten to hell and ran over by semi-trucks. Pat says, yuppers, 75. 75 was a good year. I remember it. I remember 76 very, very, very well. 1976 is the bicentennial. You guys remember that? I remember that. I remember it very, very well. It was a very, very, very cool year. That's how old I am. 44, don't look over. Let me get caught up here. Go for wonton soup at the moment. I like egg drop soup and corn chowder soup. I'm going to make some tom tom soup and the creamy curry soups this winter. June 75, Jaws was released, right. I remember watching it. But 76 was the bicentennial. That was cool. I remember that. Jaws is still a great movie. I watch it every so often. Isn't it a great movie? Dun, 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 dun. I like it. I like the Jaws movie. I don't like part 2, 3, 5, and 900, but I like the original Jaws. Very good movie. It's your favorite movie? Nice. I can't decide what my favorite movie is anymore. I can't. I like Jeremiah Johnson a lot. You know, I watched I watched Sergeant York the other day. I don't know if you guys ever know that movie. Dennis is in the house and says, red carpet for the Nisha. That's right, Dennis. Nisha's in the house. She's been wondering where you been. I told her you were here earlier. I told her that you were out hanging out with your arm candy, so you can only check in and out time to time. So, Dennis. Yeah, Rufford has passed away. Jimmy John's, you're going to need a bigger boat. Yes. Nisha says, hello to you, Dennis. How are you doing, Dennis? Nisha says she misses you. Dennis says, Nisha, I miss you too. You two, are the bright ones of the channel, the good ones of the channel. The rest of us are, the low lives. Jaws 75, Night of the Living Dead 68, great movie too. The Howling 81 is good too. You, how are you? Hi, Nisha, you. So Dennis, how are things going for you? Nisha says that she just passed her midterms and did very well. Right, Nisha? Isn't that what you said? You're a scumbag for sure. That's what we are. We're just scumbags. Nisha's not. Nisha's top of the line. That's why Dennis gives her a red carpet. She's good too. Yes, very well. See? So she'll be graduating soon, off to college, conquering the world. The Indian Einstein, you're right. And Einstein for the brilliance, but Dennis, since you're such of a good human being, we need to come up with Einstein / something else. Something else. Einstein, something else. An exaggerator. Oh, Dennis is not. Dennis speaks the truth. Just because he's from Canadian doesn't make him not telling the truth, Dennis was bragging the other day about his country, by the way, everybody. One Flew Over the Cuckoo Nest was great. That was a good movie, too. I liked it. I liked it very much. But I watched Sergeant York the other day again. I always liked that movie. I always like it. But I don't know what my favorite movie is. Dennis says, I heard a rumor, Pat and Bai are hot and heavy. Woo-wee. Well, I don't think Pat and Henry are hot and heavy. Apparently Henry has a sore face and can't go to the Philippines. So apparently something happened or something to his jaw. Very sad movie. Cuckoo's Nest or Sergeant York? Nisha's asking, what an arm candy? What is an arm candy? Dennis, you want to explain to young Nisha what arm candy is? But yes, Pat and Bai are good buddies, I think, and maybe they ought to date. I don't know. Maybe they're a good match. Pat says, oh, Henry. Yeah, he's... Pat earlier said that Henry had something wrong with his... So, but good friends make... Isn't there a song? Good friends make good lovers. Don't you want to marry your good friend? You know, I like my wife. I mean, so you got to like the person you're going to marry. Dennis says it's a 5'4" Colombian beauty. Arm candy is the beautiful girl that hangs out on your arm. She gets it. She gets it, Dennis. She's a smart girl. She's like, oh, I get it. I get it. I remember now how much you like Colombian women, especially the pretty ones, and you don't like the ugly ones. Good friends, oh, I got it, yes. Or 5'1" hot young Filipina, Jimmy says. Yes. The problem with the young hot Filipinas is they live so far away. You can get to Colombia. How long does it take you to get to Colombia, Dennis? About 6 hours on a plane? It takes you 30 hours to get to the Philippines. So which is better, right? Good friends, better enemies. There you go. Or a 5'3" Indian. Yeah, Indian women are beautiful. I totally agree with you. The wagon is the maker or the breaker. Wagon is the maker or the breaker. Wagon. I don't know that line, PA. The wagon is the maker or breaker. The wagon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How tall are you, Nisha? I'm going to guess. Nisha is 5'1". I want to say Nisha's 5'1". That's my guess. See if I'm close. Oh, the booty. Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, Nisha got him. Woo! She just put a slap down on you. At this point, Dennis just needs a live woman. 5'3", wow. Is that with shoes on? I was saying without shoes. I found one in Cebu and another YouTube channel. Her name was Patricia. Has a daughter. She was 35, very pretty. I lost contact, see her from time to time. She's a hot Filipina. Perfect. 5'3" you are. 5'3" without shoes, Dennis. So that's good. 5'3" is good. I think Lorelai's 5'3". So there you go. She might be a little young for you though, Dennis. Well, I tell people all the time, beauty is great, but beauty fades. What you really want is a good quality woman, It's not good. My brother is 6'2". Well, that's all right, tall women are attractive, but to be honest, Nisha, women from about 5'1" to about 5'8" are the right height. So you actually, as a girl, want to be in that sweet spot. Don't like sausage? Yeah, Dennis doesn't want to meet your brother. He's not interested in your brother. I look like a kid in front of him, Nisha says. Well, partly because you are a kid. But yeah, I understand what you mean. So Jimmy's asking Nisha, do you like tall men or short men? What kind of man would you want to marry, Nisha? Do you want them to have facial hair or no facial hair? Would you like them tall and skinny, educated, uneducated? What kind of man? Oh, she likes tall men. Dennis is tall, by the way. So Pat's not. Sorry, Pat. 6 foot, 190. Yeah, he's skinny. Dennis has dropped some weight. Lives in the land of Canada, who Dennis says is the best country in the whole entire world. So, I like all women. Well, I like no women now because I'm married, but when I was single, I didn't care how tall they were. I dated taller women than me. It didn't bother me. I didn't like dating women under 5. I dated a girl one time who was like 5'11", 4'11", and she turned out to be a real piece of crap of a human being. So after her, I never dated anybody shorter than 5 foot because I'm like, no, 4'11" was a piece of crap of a human. I ain't doing that again. Dennis, describe your type. Ooh, I can describe Dennis. Dennis, get Nisha blushing. That's right. Nisha's going to be blushing. Nisha likes 666. Nisha, not at all, Dennis. Maria's in the house. Everybody say hello to Maria. Maria, say hello. Maria, say hello to all of our good people here. So what kind of men do you like, Nisha? You like them older than you or younger than you? The same age as you? You want them to be athletic, adventurous? You want them to be a bookworm? You know, you want them to be kind of a nerd or more of a cool guy like me, you know, and Dennis and Jimmy and Pat and, well, Marie's here, but she's a girl. You guys remember all give us a like and subscribe to one another, by the way. Check it out. Pat says, Brother David, is the Filipina single that you talked to you in our life? You mean the young girl, Pat? The young girl? We don't know right now any... Well, here's what we've decided. We don't know any real single Filipinas because we're kind of tired of their action. We get a lot of... I don't know. We haven't talked to her. I haven't seen her, to be honest. We get a lot of Filipinas that want us to find them an American guy. So we do that, and they go, it's not good enough for me. Well, we're not going to find you anybody anymore. You know, if you want to reject everybody because you're looking for something better, then we're just not going to do it. And so we've gotten kind of tired of the girls in the Philippines that really want to meet somebody, and when they meet somebody, they're like, Nisha, for your son, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if she is or not. We haven't seen her. I haven't seen her, to be honest. I don't know. But I can find out as time goes on, because I might see her this coming weekend. I don't know. I don't like men or women or anything right now. Or you're smart, Nisha. Smartest thing you can do is avoid them all. What's the topic tonight? We don't ever have topics on this channel. Are you crazy? Shoot. If I try a topic, we don't ever get to it. We just wing it. We talk about all of your problems. We solve every problem in the world. We ask every question in the world. We do it all on this channel. We do it all. We can tackle it all. We're not afraid of anything, except for the Canadians. Wait, you're Canadian. Dennis, if you didn't know, Maria's in Canada land. No, Dennis is not. He's looking for a prom date next year. Nice. Well, that's a long ways for a girl to come. It's about a 12-hour drive, so I don't think that's going to happen realistically. But may not be a bad thing to look around in that community, your own community, you know. Jimmy is being delusional, is he? Jimmy's up here. Sorry, I missed that. Nisha likes 6 feet tall, 6-pack abs, and a 6-income figure. I like that, you know. Stay away from trouble as long as you can. I agree with that, Nisha. Don't you listen to any of these idiot guys on this channel. Not even me. All right, Brother David, you get a new cell phone. Okay, good. Yeah, they can Facebook. We'll try to figure out how they can, you know, Facebook each other. I'm not, yeah, Nisha doesn't lie. She's smarter. Nisha's smarter than all of us. Maria says, hi, Pat. I think I am a 12-hour from YouTube. Yeah, you're in Atlanta. We're in Arkansas. So, yeah. Hello, Maria from Pat. That's okay. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we can do that, Pat. No worries. We know one single Filipina who's like 20. But I don't know if she's still single. She has been. But I'm talking about the girls from the Philippines. We got somebody the other day reach out and said, hey, can you find me a guy? And I told her no. Said, I'm tired of doing this. All you girls, all these guys I've introduced you to, you always want to reject them. So I'm tired of that. Dennis, you should find someone yourself instead of asking about my type. Ooh, wait. Did she put the smoke down on you, Dennis? Right on, Jimmy. Which part? Which airport is closed? Oh, XNA, Fayetteville. That's our airport. Well, Dennis may have a point, Nisha. You can't blame it on Dennis. I think I'm the one who asked that. So good call, Dennis. I'll back you up on that one. Yeah, I think I'm the one who asked for that. So maybe it wasn't Dennis's fault after all. Just your height and how you're doing in school. See? Maybe. See? So, all right, Dennis. I'll take the blame for that one. Because I think you're right. I think I actually did that. So, shame on me, Dennis. You can reprimand me later. But, yeah, XNA is closest to us. So, we've been to Atlanta. All of you East Coast people have it made in the world. All you Gulf America people have it made in the world. All of us living here in Walmart land, Was it Jimmy who did it? Maybe it was Jimmy. Jimmy's always doing something. Jimmy's always causing trouble. I've always been a D student. Do I pass? You do pass, but your credits are not transferable. How's that? Nobody wants a D student. Yeah, my bad. But you should find someone for yourself. But she's right. Dennis needs to settle down. Right? He does. He's had many opportunities. The women flock. Maybe the problem is Dennis has too many opportunities for all of these lovely Colombian women falling all over him. That's the problem of Dennis. He has too many arm candies. He can't make up his mind. Nisha, got it down to 3. So I got it covered. There you go. 3 will do it. But you only have 2 arms. Where's the third one? What are you doing with the third one, Dennis? You only got 2 arms. Man. Unless your arms have gotten really long. But everybody needs to get married someday. Just settle down if they want to. If you don't want to, then don't do it. I like I told you earlier, I like being married to my wife, but I don't know if I like being married, if that makes sense. So if I didn't have my wife, I would not be married. Does that make sense? Or is that one of those really stupid things people say? Jimmy says, I can fit 2 on each arm. I'm 6'4". Woohoo! There you go. Send photos and you can choose for me. Nice. You going to send me photos, Dennis? I'll choose for you. You probably like my taste. Maybe it'd be a dream. A dream, a little dream. We're all living through you, Dennis. All right, Nisha. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you. I'm not for sure how long we'll be tonight, but it's good to hear from you. It really is. Lorelei says hi. Let's see if Dennis sends me anything. I got a thing from John, but no. All right. Oh, there you go. Yeah, damn, Dennis, you ran her off. Dennis has been really good to her, and they like each other. Nisha is the one that takes Dennis to town. She keeps Dennis in his tracks. Good people, all of them. Everybody in here is good people. What happened to Maria? Did we scare Maria off? Because we didn't have a topic? Did I scare you, Maria? Maria was wanting to know what our topic was, and I said, hell, we don't have a topic on this channel. We just talk. All right, Dennis. So maybe we scared Maria off tonight. We used to do planned topics, but what I found was we always seemed to drive off into the ditch. So I always figured we'll just start in the ditch and go wherever the ditch takes us, you know. But we're doing a big party, dress-up party on Saturday. I'll try to take some videos or maybe even live stream during the day at this birthday party. I'll definitely show you some of what these girls are making us dress up as, because they're doing a big dress party. You know what I mean? A fancy dress party. Making, ooh, flan, just listening, nice. I like flan sometimes, you know. You got to be in the mood for it. I do anyway. I got to be in the mood for it. And I like it cold. Cold. Soul Linder's in the house saying hello to me. Everybody say hello to Soul Linder. Soul Linder, say hello to everybody. Good to see you. How are you doing in your part of the world? How's your ankle? How's your foot? My ankles are really tired today. I did a lot on them. I got a lot more to do this week, so I'm trying to get my ankles built up where they can tolerate it. So, but I hope your foot is doing good in the Great White North. Have you guys had freezing weather yet? My poor Lily. Oh, it's 10 o'clock already. Wow, I didn't realize it was so late. 2 weeks until I find out what the doctor is going to do with my foot. All right. That's good. Just, to be honest, I've had ankle reconstruction surgery. Worst surgery I've ever had in my life. I've had a lot of procedures, a lot of surgeries. And I'm going to tell you, I hated that surgery. It took me 3+ years to recuperate, and I still have problems. So before you have them cut up your ankle and just think a little bit about it, because it's rough. I mean, I still have problems, a lot of problems. I look back and going, I think I would have been better off not having the surgery. I really do. I think it's the worst mistake I made when it comes to medical health, is having that ankle reconstruction surgery. I really do. So, all right. So Father thinks it'll be 8 weeks recovery, 2 weeks out, 4 weeks. Well, good luck with that. And I even did physical therapy and everything. And maybe it's because you're younger, maybe, or it won't be so intense. But don't be shocked if it's a lot longer than you think. That you're not wearing a support sock for a long time, many months. So don't be shocked about that. You might be surprised. But if it's what's best for you to do, then you definitely want to do that. But yeah, I got to, not this week, next week, I go in for my heart check again, my device check. We're still waiting to change out the pacemaker. So I'm waiting for it to beep. I got a echocardiogram coming up the week after next before they can change this out. So I got that to do. And then hopefully we can get this changed out. And I got a video I'm going to make about pacemakers. So, but I'm waiting for them to do the surgery and all of that. Then I'll finish up the video. So, but we're close to getting a new pacemaker. And I've been struggling lately myself. I've got some other things going on. So later in the year, I got a bunch of other procedures to do. But no more, I went to the doctor the other day, a new doctor, because of something. And I already made up my mind, that if he says, hey, you need a surgery to fix this, I was going to say no. And luckily he said no surgery. I'm just not going to do unless I have to. I got an appointment to have my lumbar spine looked at, but I'm not doing any more surgeries unless besides the pacemaker. Woohoo! All right. Holy shit. Ooh. Dennis. Dennis sent me 3 pictures of girls he's interested in. I got the pictures, Dennis. I'm studying them real quick before I decide my pick. I got to study their personalities, Dennis. I'm close to a decision. I've already ruled one of them out, Dennis. All right, I'll show them all, Dennis. Okay. I don't know how to post it here, but I can do it here. All right, so here's what we're going to do, everybody. Is everybody paying attention? So we got 3 pictures, and I want you guys to tell me who you think or who you like the best. I know this is sexist and horrible, but we're going to look at pictures of 3 women, and I want you, and it's going to be number 1, number 2, number 3, the way the photos are, and I want you to put in the chat which one you like the best. And I'm going to go number 1, number 2, number 3. Wait a second or two. Maria says, bye, you idiots. Not talking to you guys, looking at girls. And then we'll come back because Dennis is trying to decide which one he wants to date. And then we'll come back and do it again if you need a second look. Poor Maria's going, man, you guys are crazy. So here's picture number 1. Okay? Picture number 2. And Dennis is dropping which country they're coming from. Picture number 3. All right. So number 3 is from Venezuela. Is that right, Dennis? Where's number 1 from? Philippines? Let me look at your message, see if it says it, so I don't get it wrong. So the first one is from Mexico. Second one was from the Philippines. Third one from Venezuela. Gotcha. Number 1, yeah. So good tonight. Ortiz in the house. Good morning, C. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up as you come in. How are you today? So, all right, you guys all vote. Do you need a second look? If you do, let me know, and I'll put the pictures back up. Now, you can only pick one. Soul Ender. Pat says very beautiful, but we need a number, Pat. Which one are you going to choose? You want to look at them again? Let me know. Pat says number 2, okay? Number 2 is from the Philippines. Are you being biased, or do you really think she's pretty? So I'm studying these. Yes, everybody say hello to Lorelai. My wife is in the house. Everybody say hello. So Dennis's girlfriends is who we're judging. We're trying to narrow it down to one girl. Ortiz is from the Philippines. My wife is from the Philippines, if you didn't know. I haven't figured that out. Jimmy, Lorelai David is kind of pimping right now. That's right. I'm pimping out for Dennis. Dennis is doing it. Show them again? All right. We're looking at Dennis's girlfriends. Oh. So we're going to look at the 3 pictures again. This is number 1. Dennis is trying to decide who he wants to continue dating. That's number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Lorelai is going to be home shortly. Nisha was here. Nisha's back. Lorelai, Nisha's in the house. And that's number 3. So the question is, who is the best of the 3? 1, 2, or 3? One, 2, or 3? More photos? Okay. Are they in the same order, Dennis? Jimmy says Lorelai's rushing home to knock me out. That's right. She's number 1 is always the best. Oh, Lorelai. Nisha, Lorelai says hi. More photos? Okay. Here's some more photos. I'm assuming they're in the same order. That one's kind of a hard picture to see. That's number 1. Number 2, I'm assuming. Came early for work duty. That's why I'm coming home early. That's all right. We don't mind you coming home early. This one may be number 2. This looks like a Filipino here. And then here's one of the other. That one might be the Filipino. No, maybe not. I don't know. They all don't look the same. They don't look the same. Maybe these are additional girls. So, yeah. The third one is from the Philippines. I promise you that. Yeah. Third one's from the Philippines. Where are the women from, Nisha? You want to see them again? I'll show you. This one is from Mexico. Mexico. The Philippines. And Venezuela's. All right, so we got to start narrowing it down. All right, Lorelai. So we need some answers. We need your final answers. Who's the prettiest? Or who should Dennis date? Maybe that's a better question. Did I get any answers at all? Let's see. Show one again. Number 1, we need to narrow it down. More photos. And where is this girl from? Or is this a fifth one? Is this girl number 5 or 6? I'm lost. The second one is the prettiest, Nisha says. Okay, Jimmy likes number 1. So we need some final answers, everybody. Pat, I don't know what happened to Pat. Maria said, you guys are idiots judging women. I'm going to go do something else. So, Jimmy likes the number 1. I think, I'm going to show them in a second here. Solinder likes 1, I think. You're going to probably be crazy about what I think. Okay, so that's a girl. Oh, that's a nice picture. Two now, Mexico, and 1 from the Philippines. Okay. So, let's see. My vote, if I get a vote, here's what I'm going to tell you. All right, everybody so far seems to like the girl from Mexico, right? Pat liked the Filipina, so number 2. I personally am going to get rid of number 1. I'm going to get rid of number 1. So I bring it down to 1 and 2, or sorry, 2 and 3, number 2 and 3. Number 2 is very pretty in her picture, but I think she's wearing a lot of makeup. So I think that gives us a false impression of how beautiful she really is. So number 2 is a pretty girl, but she's wearing a lot of makeup because she's dressed up, right? She's done her makeup very well, but she's still wearing a lot. Number 3 has makeup. Number 3 in this picture seems to be a little bit older than number 2. Her eyeballs look like she's a fun person. So number 3 for me looks like she's probably a little bit humorous, maybe a little jokey, a little fun to be around. Number 2, you can't tell her personality. She has a nice smile, but she's glamming this picture, so we don't know what her personality is coming through this. I got a feeling by looking at the picture, my first instinct is number 2's picture. She's probably a little bit of a serious Filipina. So that's what I think. Nisha likes number 2. Okay. Wow. Wow. Don't judge. Well, that's all I have, Nisha. Nisha, that's all I have is a cover. I don't have anything else. I don't have a cover. I can only go on first impression of a picture. So I'm trying to analyze these. I know the Philippine culture. I know how they dress up and how they pose. So Geez, Nisha. The cover, that's right. It's at mid-mark. All right. So Dennis, did I get it right about their personalities? Here's Lorelai. Is number 3 a little bit more fun to be around? See? Dennis is agreeing with me. I was right. Number 2 is more of a serious girl. See? Nisha. Don't snort. All right, let me look. Which one is this one, Dennis? This is the Filipina, right? That's the Venezuela's one. All right, I'm going to start showing you more pictures, everybody. Yes, 3 is fun. See, Nisha, how bright am I? Show photos of Dennis too. All right. Dennis, send me that, or I'll try to find you on Facebook. Lorelei's home, everybody, so you better be nice. That looks like the Filipina girl. So right now, I lean towards, for Dennis, number 3. I think that's the Filipina. I can't tell which one that is. This is the Filipina. Wow, Pat had a Filipina call him. Pat had a hot phone date. Woohoo, Pat. Okay, Dennis, I'll look for it. Here's number 3. This is the one I picked. This is the one I picked for Dennis.
What? How did they give you?
Lorelei's in the house.
What's going on?
Dennis is showing us his girly friends. All right, so we're gonna show Dennis. Dennis the Menace.
Where's the video?
What video? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
1 and 2 are beautiful. They're all beautiful, Pat says. Oh, yeah. Let me show Dennis's picture real quick. So here's the young man Dennis in an elevator going up, 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 and up. Everybody say hello to Lorelei. She's going to take over in a minute.
No, I'm tired.
Why are you tired? There's Dennis.
Ooh, I came out work so early.
Dennis taking
There
a
you go,
picture.
Dennis. Oh, he's a youngster now. Look with the
Cool hat. Shirt.
no the jeans.
Oh, yeah, the ripped jeans.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Dennis,
Son is teenager.
if you need me to send you some money so that you can buy a pair of jeans without holes in it, let me know. And here he is, hanging out in the shade, eating or thinking about eating. Pat says you can't go wrong with any of them. Pat says I'll take all 3. I'm not going to show your leg, Dennis. I'm not showing your ugly leg, Dennis. You send me a picture of your leg. Jimmy says he's been away.
Who's Jimmy John?
He's over in Atlanta. He knows the Filipinas too. He's probably talking about how the selfies, all the pictures.
Hello, Nisha.
All right. These are, okay, I'm showing Lorelei the pictures. So these are the 3 that Dennis asked us to judge. This girl's from Mexico. This girl's from the Philippines, obviously.
Is that the real one?
Yeah, it's probably photoshopped a lot of makeup and party dress, right? I think I picked this one for Dennis.
No, it's scratch.
No, she's a happy girl. She's fun.
No, look at that one. She's scratch.
No, she's fun. Which one would you pick? That's what I thought.
I told you to scratch that number 3.
Scratch number 3?
With the
No.
braces.
No, she's fine. That's the Filipina. I can't tell them apart. All these girls look alike. See, here she is again.
That's number 3
This is number 3.
with the braces.
Right. This is perfect for Dennis. She's closer to his age. She's a happy person. She's a fun person. There you go. You want to sit and talk to them a minute? Mexico hot mama sexy. Pat. Nisha saying hello. Smile. Don't look grumpy on there. I don't know.
Money.
There is no money. We have no money, we're poor. We're poor. Stop fooling around. One is the best. You like the Mexican girl? I don't like the Mexican girl. I think the Mexican girl looks mean.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, well, Mexico's a lot closer, but Venezuela
See,
isn't that far.
me and Nisha has same taste.
But
Second is the prettiest.
But don't, yeah, because she's Filipina.
No, I'm not even biased. She looks like a kind of have a beauty queen.
Yeah, but I don't know. Second is the prettiest. We'd agree. I agree she's the prettiest, but I don't think she's the right one, is my point. She's not the right one for Dennis. Dennis likes number one the best. All right, then go after number one. And then if that doesn't work, then go after number three. Nah, she's not mean. Okay, all right. Why not? Reason. Yeah, there you go. So that's what the Filipina really looks like.
Yeah, she's young.
Yeah.
Just look like the one that friend of Karen.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
I think that's her too.
I guess so.
Kind of chunky.
Chunky. And your wife is fat.
All right. The good news is Dennis gets to pick.
Second is serious.
Yeah. See, the Filipina is serious. I think he needs to go with a fun girl. Dennis, I want you to go with somebody fun. Plus, the Philippines is 30 freaking hours away on a plane. Venezuela's is what, 6? Even though we're going to go to war with them, maybe you can get her out of the country early. Or the Mexican girl's fine too. If she's a happy person, then she's fine. But I think the Filipina's too young, too serious, and too far away. I would kick her out. I've decided number 3 is the best. Now I've decided number 3, then number 1, then number 2. That's my order. What's my order? 3, 1, 2. That's the order. Serious, that's a good reason. Yeah.
I don't know, Nisha.
Well, Nisha,
Their
it
taste is different. Our Nisha and I have same taste.
You know, it is a good reason. Look, I mean, long distance dating sucks and it's hard. Christian, what time is it on your side of the world? It is 10:37 p.m. Fun is fair, not far from my place. See, there you go, man. I agree. I like fun.
Yeah, me and Nisha same rating.
That's because you're girls.
Girls, no girls.
Fun is far. Okay.
This one is really hurting in the eyes.
Dennis is going to pick number 1.
Can you turn this on?
What do you want?
It's too bright.
Well, here, you can sit here and talk to them.
No,
for
I'm
a
gonna
minute.
go now. Okay, I'm just gonna buy. Hi.
No, I got to get off here. It's only spend a few minutes. All right, we can wind down. I'm tired.
My meeting is so early today.
All right. No, right on,
See?
Pat.
Yes, girls, no girls.
Yeah. But girls doesn't know guys. All right, everybody. Fun is 14 hours.
14
Yeah.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah. Venezuela. Wow. Okay. Go with the Mexican girl then. And try that. You know, and use number 2 as a backup. Number 3 as a
Mexican
backup.
are very jealous person.
Well, they're all jealous. Filipino women are crazy jealous. I mean, they'll poke your eyeballs out for looking at the sun. You know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you all for being here tonight. Sorry you had to put up with us tonight. I'm glad you chose to put up with us tonight. But I think it's time for us to wind this one down for the night. Hopefully we'll see you later in the week. I know for sure I'm going to try to show you the party on Saturday. some of what we're going to do on Saturday, but I'll probably do a pop-up live stream later on too, in the week. So everybody say goodbye to everybody. Dennis, we appreciate you. Pat, we appreciate you. Nisha, we appreciate you. Christian, we appreciate you being here all night long. Jimmy, we appreciate you. Everybody else, Maria, who left because we were talking about girls. Maria's like, man, you got a bunch of idiots on this channel. I'm going to go back over here and have something good to eat. Soul Linder was in the house for a while. He's going to have his ankle worked on. So we appreciate everybody that come in tonight, all the thumbs up, all the support. Remember, we're going to start the Rice for Life in October. Rice for Life starts in October. So take care, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I know I'm in trouble, right?